we are going to dig into mindset, which is the first pillar of the Burn philosophy, and what I really feel like is the key to kind of unlocking the success that comes along with following the 5 pillars of the Burn philosophy. I've said before, in order to change the body, we must first change the mind. And that is such a simple yet powerful statement that applies so far outside the 4 walls of the gym, it's not even funny. Um, you know, the mind is such a powerful thing, and there's something that I've kind of learned over the years, which is, you know, our thoughts, so the mind, our thoughts control our feelings, which control our actions, which then lead to outcomes. And so to basically break down the equation, monitoring your inputs, your thoughts, helps you to control your outcomes. So it's a choice you can make to decide to have different outcomes. And doing that is not easy to do. And that is really where a true transformation starts, is knowing that there's going to be hardships, knowing it's not going to be easy, but still deciding to do it and taking action to prepare yourself to overcome those hardships. And that's what you're going to get at Burn. Another little piece I like to throw in when we talk about mindset is the phrase, choose your hard. And I really love this one because it's really what drove me, to kind of find success with Burn Bootcamp. Because when I introduce it to people, they always say, wow, Burn Bootcamp, that sounds really hard, or I think that's too hard for me. And I always say, you have to choose your hard. Because for me, what I thought was really hard? Gaining 60 pounds with my second pregnancy and coming home from the hospital with an 8-pound baby. The math just didn't really add up for me, and I found myself carrying all this extra weight that I honestly, my body didn't know what to do with. I had aches and pains, and I was out of breath, and I just didn't feel like myself anymore. And that was really hard, to not feel like yourself, to feel like a prisoner inside your own body. That's hard, and that's a lot harder than the hard inside the walls of Burn Bootcamp. You know what else I think is really hard? Is seeing people that I love go to the doctor and get put on high blood pressure medication, high cholesterol medication. I heard the other day, a 25-year-old just got out of college, didn't take care of herself, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, which in her case was completely preventable. That's hard. That is really hard to deal with. Do you want that hard, or do you want the hard work that you're going to put in the gym, working with your trainer, and just changing your lifestyle? Everybody has a hard. I mean, your hard can be packing for vacation and you don't like the way your clothes look. That's hard, because then you're so focused on worrying about your insecurities that you're not enjoying the time that you have, with your family and friends and in your life in general. So, you really have to think about, choosing your hard. Like for me, the pain of staying the same was a lot harder than getting up and putting in the work. So it made the choice really easy for me. You have to choose your heart. And we don't expect you to, feel that pain and have that just drive you. You're not doing this alone. You're going to work hand in hand with your trainer. We understand that your life is a lot bigger and broader than the 4 walls of our gym. And we're just there to be your support system, because life happens, and it happens to all of us, and sometimes it hits really hard. And the first thing that usually falls off the track is self. Anytime you start to deal with something big in your life, you tend to let your own personal, health, nutrition, and fitness go. So we're there to kind of just keep you on track, keep you moving towards your goals. We want to know your why. We want to know your heart, what you're choosing to change. We want to know what you're moving towards, because we want to help you move forward, always moving forward. And that's one of the great things about working with Burn and having that relationship with your trainer, because there's has to be things that have hindered your growth in the past, and we want to know what that is so that we can then prepare to get around it and make sure that we can always keep moving forward. So that's mindset. It sounds really deep and really powerful, and it is. But this is the hard part, which is really self-reflecting, monitoring those thoughts, finding your why that's really driving you to want to make a change in your life. The next part I've made so easy for you. I want to give you 30 days at Burn Boot Camp Tallahassee for free. So I'm asking you to do something really hard in that self-reflection, but then I am giving you the opportunity to put it into action for free, which is completely unheard of. But I know you're going to see the results that you've been looking for, the results that maybe you haven't seen with other programs, because I'm going to be there hand in hand with the experts in this industry that are going to help change your life for the better. So click the link, tell your friends, share this with someone that maybe needs to hear it. Maybe someone out there needs to hear it. Maybe someone's going to the doctor to get put on, medication. Maybe someone is morbidly obese. Maybe someone just had a kid and needs a little kick in the butt. Maybe someone just needs a community, to join to really set their life on the path that they're looking for. Burn, we have it all. We are for everybody. No pun intended. So a lot to think about. Please leave comments, questions if you have them. Would love to connect with you guys. Click the link, 30 days for free. And I will see you guys next week.